All right, this is question 19 for the practice final. In this case, we have an equal sign. However, we have a binomial on our right and a monomial on our left. What we're going to do is actually just turn this into a trinomial by just moving everything from the right to the left. The main reason I go from right to left and not left to right, not only does it say it'll set it up as an equal 0, but my x squared right here is already positive. Your largest variable power should always be positive when you're solving questions. So we're going to take these two guys, we're going to take this and say minus 5x minus 7, and we're going to send it off to the other side. So we have 2x squared minus 5x minus 7 equals 0. So that's just our initial setup of the question. At this point, we notice that we have three terms, all with numbers. So we ask ourselves, is there a GCF? And there's not, so we're done. Then we're going to take our AC method, and I'm going to use the kind of the primer method and say, well, I'm going to start with 2 and 7. And since 7 is our C and is negative, we are looking for the difference. The difference between 2 and 7 is 5. Since our B is a negative, our bigger number is negative, which means our 2 is positive. And that will give us a negative 5. So this one's actually pretty much already ready to go. I will at this point say I have 2 and negative 7. And before I do anything, I'm going to divide them by 2 before putting them into binomials. Okay? Some people will say put them in binomials now and then reduce them. There's a potential error with doing that you can make, so I try to do it here to prevent the error from happening. I'm then going to reduce, so 2 becomes a 1, 2 becomes a 1, and negative 7 and 2 have nothing in common, so they're kind of just stuck. I say, well, this right here would just be a positive 1, so lightning bolt for a 1, and lightning bolt for the other one. A positive 1 will make a negative 1, and a negative 7 over 2 makes a positive 7 over 2. Remember that lightning has a negative and a positive charge, which creates a lightning bolt. So in our case, we had a positive 1, which makes a negative 1, and a negative 7 over 2 makes a positive 7 over 2. So x is equal to these two numbers. If you wanted to do this as binomials, you can. You would first say that your first one, being a 1, is simply x plus 1. And the second one would be 2x minus 7. We take our denominator and we move it to the front of our binomial. Then we would go from here and solve them separately. X plus 1 equals 0. 2x minus 7 equals 0. Minus a 1, add 7. X equals negative 1. 2x is equal to 7. Divide by 2. And we end up with x is equal to 7 over 2. We get the same thing. It's just one is faster than the other. And hopefully will cause less errors. That's the main part of this. So we end up with our answer as x being negative 1 and x being 7 over 2. Those are our two solutions.